Most artists are members of certain secret societies. Rumors of the Freemasons and the Illuminati has always been associated with the music industry. But one thing that have openly been shown by one of Africa's biggest stars, Davido, is his gang affiliation to the Neo-Black movement, also known as the Black Axe Confraternity. This by no means is a well-coordinated group with gang affiliation across Nigeria, cutting across major campuses and beyond the shores of Africa. Too often, Davido has been seen throwing gang signs which are synonymous with the Black Axe movement. Credible entertainment sources has it that Davido and his cousin got involved with the gang back in the early days when he was trying to come up in the music industry. In the Black Axe Confraternity, did you know that members who have finished their studies are called lords? Which is a high rank, with hope of becoming a 7-star general. Davido could not attain this rank after his inability to graduate from Oakwood University in the United States due to his desire to chase a career in music. But his father will later make everything possible for the superstar to graduate from Babcock University in Nigeria, when a music department was set up just for him, which he later graduated as the only student of the department. This is where money, power and respect speaks, and in the Nigerian context the right connection could be what is called grace. With this he had himself a degree. And in the Black Axe movement he was now a lord. One above all of the biggest lords in the Black Axe movement history. Before Davido's sleepless night in the studio paid off, the Black Axe Confraternity had an already huge stake in the industry. Their influence on legendary singer Two-Face's rise to fame was well debated by fans. Two-Face had been seen throwing signs which is affiliated to the Neo-Black movement. This might have had an influence on Davido, an aspiring artist then, to get involved with the group which was already rooted in the music industry and also in politics. To show the Black Axe high involvement in Nigerian politics. Popular axeman and the strong man of Edo State, Tony Kabaka, the 7-star general, otherwise known as the number 1. In the city of Benin. In Tony words, cultism won't go away. Somehow it has become the life wire of Nigerian politics. Politician can easily get foot soldiers to cause disruption during an election. To show how organized this neo-black movement is, ranks are given and respect accorded accordingly. Members organize themselves into regional chapters called zones overseen by a national council of elders which is their highest body. This spirit body oversee the activities of that chapters. And most times in social event you will only see lords relating with lords. According to the Black Axe, game recognize game. And that's why Davido has never fully accorded his respect to fellow axeman and musician Burna Boy, which has always caused their beef. To Davido, a lord can't bow to no man. Despite being known by the government as a registered organization. In most part of the country and especially on campuses they have proven to be a group likened to the sharp blade of an axe. However, Davido gang affiliation has come under intense criticism from most fans who think he shouldn't be portraying such side of him due to the fact that a lot of the youth sees him as an inspiration and might likely be influenced by his actions. The historic city of Benin in Nigeria can be seen as the birthplace of this Davido-affiliated gang. The Black Axe Confraternity, also known simply as the Neo-Black Movement of Africa, is a secretive and highly influential organization in Nigeria. Its roots can be traced back to the University of Benin in Edo State, Nigeria, where it was founded in 1970. The founding fathers of the group were 10 strong men, who came up with an idea to form the Black Axe. But surprisingly, on the day of the initiation, only 9 showed up in what will be known as the Murder Temple, a place where the first initiation took place. The exact circumstances why one member back out are still shrouded in mystery. Their aim was promoting brotherhood, empowerment, and resistance against oppression. From all indications by the founding fathers, the group had noble ideals and sought to address social injustices through activism and community organizing, and even registered by the government. However, over time, the Black Axe Confraternity evolved into a secretive and highly clandestine organization, with some members engaging in criminal activities such as cultism, violence, extortion, and other forms of illegal behavior. The group adopted a hierarchical structure with strict codes of conduct and initiation rituals, often involving acts of violence to prove one's loyalty and commitment to the organization. The Black Axe Confraternity gained notoriety for its involvement in campus violence, including clashes with rival cult groups and attacks on students and faculty members. Its influence soon spread beyond university campuses to other parts of Nigeria, including urban areas and even rural communities. It was like an organized army waiting to be deployed at the call of a 7-star general, and politicians were quick to make use of this organized system to achieve their aims. Despite efforts by law enforcement agencies to crack down on cultism and eradicate the influence of groups like the Black Axe, the organization has proven resilient and continues to operate clandestinely, often with political and influential figures and even law enforcement agents among its ranks. The history of the Black Axe Confraternity is a complex and multifaceted one, reflecting the social, economic, and political realities of Nigeria. While it may have started with noble intentions, it has since become synonymous with violence, criminality, and the dark underbelly of Nigerian society. The big question remains: why won't a notable figure like Davido denounce his allegiance to such a group which many consider to have derailed from the ideas of its founding fathers? Evidently, the neo-black movement is promoted again by the music industry. Its effect on the campuses takes a different dimension. On Nigerian campuses, members can be identified wearing white shirts, black pants, a yellow tie, and a headgear with a yellow ribbon, and sometimes will harass innocent naive fellows who ignorantly fly these colors. Davido has even mentioned his affiliation openly in his songs, some in a cryptic way, when he aired out words like, "Nothing fit to shake my 7," in reference to the number 7 which represents the axe. Those who doubt his deep gang ties, you can observe Davido and his crew members whenever they shake hands, which is called anchoring. When members meet, they shake each other with a claw-like shake by putting their thumps in between the other person's thumb and finger, forming a cross to represent the axe. Members of the Buccaneers fraternity, which musicians such as Kiss Daniel belong to, shake each other by burying the thumb of their fingers facing down in between the other person's finger. The Notorious Vikings members put both thumbs forming a firm grip, but the thumb is bent face backwards. While that of the Airlord, which Grammy winner Wizkid belongs to, members can be identified when they meet. They shake hands by clawing both thumbs firmly, but the thumb faces forward. Even Portable have shown his affiliation to the Airlords. Davido ties to the neo-black movement to some is like the American version of the Illuminati ties to the American entertainment industry. To some this are conspiracy theories, but if you look deeper you could see the bigger picture. This members can easily be identified using certain slangs which are only synonymous with the gang. Like the title of one of his songs, Femme. The Axemen also use specific symbols, abbreviations, expressions and clothing items, many of which are kept secret. Pay attention to the following slangs and symbols which our investigators have gone underground to reveal. Number 1 is the axe. The axe is the symbol of the NBM. Because of its shape, it is also referred to as 7. The often used code 147, often tattered on the arms of most gang members, means 1 for 7 and 7 for all. Axes are also part of the unity symbol of the Axemen. Did you know members call themselves Axeman, Lord, Bam, Amigos, an Agede man or a strongman? Superstar Davido has been caught on camera severally calling out his fellow Agede men. The word yeah in the fraternity refers to a campus member, also known as Temple I. Term is also used in reference to a gang wars. It is also used as a greeting among members. On You Don't Know, yeah is an abbreviation of African Youth Empowerment. The mafia-like gang also has a place called the Temple, almost in every Nigerian university, where new members are initiated. Murder Temple is often falsely called Mother Temple. It means the Futa Jalan Temple. The term refers to the crisis that occurred at the birth of the Black Axe movement. Historians had it that it was the murder of one of the founders who turned out to be a traitor. The term blending, bamming, is the initiation into the cult. Bam is also used as an expression of approval, you bam, wink, often enforced by severe beatings on intending member. But Davido was already big. Coming from one of the richest families in Nigeria. No one could even dare touch him during his initiation back in the days. Jolly is the gathering of axemen also for initiation parties. You can always find Davido with his 30 BG members throwing a jolly, or only axemen, and most times flat men could be seen watching from a distance. Zone. A local group of NBM. There are zones in Nigerian states and in many countries worldwide. Often with subdivisions. This goes a long way to show how organized this group have grown to become over the years, with thousands of members worldwide. Some keeping to the initial purpose of its establishment while majority engaging in lawless activities. The word tingo, or bird, is a term used by the Black Axe. For members of the A confraternity airlords, the rival cult hated most by NBM. It is a group which superstar Wizkid is affiliated to. Now you understand the genesis of the whole rivalry between each fan base. Above all, one of the common way to identify people associated with the Black Axe is by their choice of clothing. Members of the confraternity have a uniform of sorts that consists of black, white and yellow clothing, black trousers, white shirt, yellow tie, yellow ribbon on cap, which symbolizes the following. Black signifies identification with the black race and the dignity thereof. White signifies peace and purity of mind and body. Yellow signifies intellect. The color of the regalia depends on the rank of a member. Also dodorima, a word crafted from the Igbo language which refers to honesty, straightforwardness, intelligence, hard working, etc. It has become the culture of NBM members to say, this entails praises and adoration given to a particular person based on his street credibility. Maybe by disorganizing a sailing ship. One thing always present during a Black Axe initiation process is the presence of the Kakoma drink. This drink contains various ingredients and drugs such as weed, cola nut, zobo leaf, alligator pepper, tom-tom, panadol. It is prepared by the most senior-ranking chief priest of that zone, and used at initiation of new members. An oath is sworn with Kakoma. Should the initiated member ever betray NBM, Kakoma is thought to squeeze life out of him. NBM legend also has it that a certain Charles Kakoma was one of the founders of NBM but betrayed the movement, and was then beheaded by the others. Therefore the barbaric act of beheading members who flaw this rule is served punishment for one who betrays the movement, and leaks its secrets. Many believe this could be the reason why superstar Davido is still affiliated with the gang due to fear of being bullied for going against an oath he once took. Davido might have gotten involved with the neo-black movement who perceive themselves as freedom fighters, due to youthful exuberance, but one thing is clear, he has a good heart. Did you know recently he gave out a whopping $300 million to orphanages in Nigeria, but it doesn't negate the fact he is a gang member, which for sure he is proud to be. As a golden rule, the Axemen are supposed to be a family and just like the Mafia shun family feud. But one thing which the fans still don't understand is the beef between the two fellow Axemen, Grammy winner Burna Boy and Davido. One good thing is that most times the fight is on X, and just like Biggie and Tupac, it hasn't been taken to the street yet. He once called Davido a frog voice. Fans of Davido felt it was a disrespect to the singer. Davido will later fire back, calling him a new cat. That he, Davido, had been running the game before the arrival of Burna Boy. Well, it was held that high-ranking lords had to step in during the NBM annual conference in a bit to settle their differences, but guess what? The two big wigs never showed up. The intricate web of affiliations and influences within the Nigerian music industry, particularly regarding Davido's alleged ties to the Black Axe Confraternity, raises many questions and sparks intense debate. While some see it as a reflection of the dark underbelly of society, Others view it as a manifestation of the complexities and challenges faced by artists striving for success. Regardless of where you stand on this issue, one thing is certain: Davido's journey and his association with the neo-black movement of Africa offer a glimpse into a world where power, influence, and art intersect in ways that may not always be readily apparent. Even those in the religious fold might not be left out. What are your thoughts on this controversial topic? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking contents.